Now, have you ever had the or you just wanted to see what goes behind the scenes of making a TV program? Well, ONTV has just the program for you. ONTV offers studio and field production classes that allow you to take control and create the programs the way you want them to be. We will introduce you to media literacy skills and the fundamentals of program production in order to acquire the basic training needs for ONTV equipment use. To get started, all you have to do is sign up for a free ONTV orientation where you will learn all about ONTV and all the opportunities available to our volunteers, as well as meet the ONTV staff and take a tour of our facility. After that, you can register for one of our production courses. Both the studio and field production courses are only $10 for Lake Orion residents and $25 for non-residents. For more information about ONTV's production classes, feel free to call us at 248-393-1060 or go to orionontv.org and click Register Now to sign up for classes. We hope to see you soon.
Orion Neighborhood Television are teaming up to produce a full live broadcast of play-by-play of lots of Dragon sports this year, including the full varsity football season, home and away, weather permitting. You've got friends or family who aren't going to be able to be here or on road games, call or text them.
The saying goes, it's better late than never. Keeping that in mind, the 2020 home football season kicks off tonight. The Lake Orion Dragons and the Oak Park Knights. Good evening, everyone. I'm Doug Corliss. Chris Fritching is attending to some family matters tonight. Filling in is former Dragon quarterback and the voice of Lake Orion basketball for many years and the pride of Michigan State University, Kevin McCormick. Kevin, welcome up to the booth.
Yes, thank you for having me. I'm excited to be back. To be back at Lake Orion, watching some football, finally getting the season started. So I'm ready to get at it tonight.
This is the new normal. Practice was on, then practice was off. The season was going to be moved to the spring, then it got moved back to the fall. Everybody has said they just haven't had a lot of practice from a player's perspective. What's that do to you?
It definitely kind of plays with your mind and your body a lot because you're on and you're off, you're on and you're off, and you don't know what exactly is going to happen, and you're sitting there just a lot of waiting, a lot of anticipating, and at some point you really just want to go out there. Something the consistency that's been going on, it can definitely kind of play with mental.
Oak Park comes in tonight. They got manhandled by West Bloomfield last week, but that being said, they were missing 12 players off the team. They get everything lineman Rayshawn Benny back. Coach Greg Carter is entering his 10th season at Oak Park, and he's got to get this team ready and back on track.
Yeah, definitely not a good start to the season, getting steamrolled like that. Granted, they did have 12 players out, so we'll see. I don't know exactly if they got all those players back today. But either way, he's really got to get that team going because, especially with the shortened season, you don't have any time for speed bumps in the season.
Lake Orion, as we all well know, had to cancel last week's game versus Oxford. Coach Blackstock's really high on this team, but all that being said, he's doing quarterback by committee and pretty much running back committee. We saw Naz Lardell last year. So it's going to be a big rotation of personnel tonight. Oh,
yeah. Definitely about to see a lot of guys rotating in and out, especially, at those spots like halfback and linemen, guys that are, always consistently, blocking every player, doing something during the play. And with the limited practice that these guys have had, their fitness might not be as it should be if this season were, I guess you could say, normal.
It is not a typical Lake Orion crowd here tonight. The school issued 2 tickets to every player and every cheerleader. They issued 2 tickets to every player for Oak Park. But even so, we have a very sparse crowd in the stands tonight. And as we said, this is the new normal. It's the Dragons in Oak Park tonight. Stay with us. Pre-game has been underwritten by LOHS Palace, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. LOHS Palace has been serving Lake Orion's automotive needs since the 1950s. Give them a call at 393-2222 or stop by at 3800 South Lapeer Road in Lake Orion. We'll be right back. Dragons are just about ready to enter the tunnel to take the field for tonight's opener against the Oak Park Knights. This series, which surprised me, goes back to 1960. Lake Orion leads the overall series 6-1. They first played in 1960. They played for 3 seasons, and then they resumed in 2007. Oak Park's only win in this series came in 1961. Oak Park is head coached by Greg Carter. He's in his 10th year at Oak Park, previously at Detroit St. Martin de Porres, where he was part of 10 state titles, 6 as an assistant and 4 as head coach. And then he moved on to Inkster, where they made 3 state finals appearances. And as we said, he's in his 10th year here at Oak Park. And Kevin, seems like every place Coach Carter goes, he wins.
Yeah, every place he's been, he's been able to really put on a winning program. He's looking to do the same here with Oak Park. So we'll see if he can find some way to get this season back on track.
As the Dragons take the field, Lake Orion is coached by head coach John Blackstock. He's in his fourth season at the helm of the Dragons. He's 17-13 overall. Made the playoffs in 2018 and 2019. And last year the Dragons finished 9-1. Their only loss during the season was a total barn burner, and I don't know if we remember it. I remember it. It started on Friday night, ended on Saturday afternoon, and the Dragons lost 59-52 to eventual OAA Red champion West Bloomfield. So with that, the players line the sidelines, and we will have the playing of the national anthem. Part of this new normal is we have no marching band tonight. The cheerleaders are here, and it's different, but for now this is the normal.
To Lake Orion High School for tonight's varsity football game. At this time, we ask
As PA announcer Roger Smith announces the playing.
before tonight's national anthem, we pause to recognize the recent tragic events suffered.
We are taking a moment. Oak Park suffered a severe tragedy this week when 2 students were killed in an automobile accident. We're going to take a moment of silence right now.
Please join us in a moment of silence as we honor these 3 Knights of Oak Park High School. Thank you. The Star-Spangled Banner recalls our past and ongoing fight for freedom, freedom of diversity, and our responsibility to promote respect and equality for all. Let us be united in those efforts tonight as we join together in the singing of our national anthem.
week has affected his team. And he said, now, there's been some ups and downs. He has no doubt it's going to be an emotional night for his team, but he said this is why we get together as a team. We talk things out as a team, and we move on as a team. First quarter of action is underwritten by Jets Pizza. Jets Pizza with 2 convenient locations in the Orion area. Proud supporters of Orion Neighborhood Television since 2009. And the scoreboard for the first half is underwritten by Lakes Community Credit Union, a part now of Birmingham Bloomfield Credit Union. The not-for-profit institution has been providing financial services to the Oakland County area since 1937. Give them a call at 248-814-4000 or visit bbcu.org. Oak Park won the toss, will receive. Back deep for the Knights is...
Trying to get in there, can't get the number. Looks like it's number 6.
Looks like number 6, Corey Alford, a senior wide receiver. Kicking off for the Dragons is number 6, Andy Bryant. Referee blows his whistle, and the 2020 season is underway. Low end over end kick taken at the 5, 10, 15, trying to cut outside up to the 20.
Lost the ball.
Ball's on the ground. We have a flag on the play. It looked like Oak Park recovered the fumble, and they did. So we'll check the flag out. Our officiating crew tonight, Brian Smith is the referee, and they're going to call holding on Oak Park. Tony Jersage is the head linesman. Shane Buys is the line judge. Mike Aaron is the umpire. Lanier Randall is the back judge. Ryan Negocian is the side judge. And Richard Shaloub is the field judge. So that'll back Oak Park up. Let's call it the 11. And they'll take over 1st and 10. Number 2, Davian Prim. Looks like he's starting at quarterback. Oh, that's number 4, Amari Harris. Low snap, ball's on the ground. And he's going down.
Yeah, this is just not a very good start for Oak Park. Right now you had the fumble, and on top of that you had a holding call, and then now on the first snap of the drive, you know, the center can't get the ball up on the shotgun snap, and now you're stuck back in a 2nd and 15 inside your own 5.
Davian Prim is the quarterback. Oak Park in the gun, 4 wides. Back, looks, throws, complete, over the middle, up to the 20, and near the 25 is number 5, Kayshawn Jackson.
That was a nice quick pass right there from Oak Park. Just as simple as I say, a little grip and rep. You just get the snap and quickly throw a little slant route, and that's exactly what they did, taking advantage of the Dragons playing this spacious zone defense as of right now.
So that'd be 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Oak Park comes out, trips to the right, single wide left, single back in the backfield. Prim stays at quarterback. Low snap again. Throws caught by number 5, Kayshawn Jackson, and he's dropped immediately for no gain.
Looks like in there on the tackle was number 16, Ethan Stranda, junior, 6'1", linebacker. Just did a very good job of getting low, wrapping the hamstrings, and was able to make the tackle right there, stopping that screen pass for no gain.
So 2nd and 10. Front edge of the ball just touching the 25-yard line. Just underway, 10 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Glad you're with us from wherever you are. On a beautiful Friday night in Lake Orion. Trips left, single wide right. Handoff up the middle. Number 2, Davian Prim. That was a little wildcat, and James Burnley was the quarterback, and Prim was the running back.
Yeah, just a simple inside zone play right there from the quarterback, Burnley. So now brings up about a 3rd and 8 here. Dragons got to find a way to not let Oak Park beat them behind. We also got to keep things in front of you as well.
So 3rd and long, Burnley stays in at quarterback.
Yeah, I think Burnley is their main QB. I think Prim is their normal halfback.
Double wide, double slot look for the Knights on 3rd and long.
Dragons showing pressure.
Burnley getting pressure. Down he goes. Number 13, Joey Thede, comes in and sacks for a huge loss on 3rd down, and Oak Park will have to turn it over.
Yeah, it's a simple forward-wide set right there from Oak Park, and the Dragons, you know, they brung 6 guys, and when you only have 5 guys blocking for 6 guys that are blitzing, you're going to get a guy untouched. That's exactly what happened with Joey Thede. He was able to get in there, and he was able to break down his feet and not let the quarterback bounce around him, and he made the sack. So now brings up 4th and long.
Cade Manzo is back deep to receive the Oak Park punt. He's set up on the 50-yard line. Oak Park was a man short. Number 4, Amari Harris, is the punter.
It's going to be terrible.
Manzo has it, cuts it upfield into Oak Park territory down to the 34. I'm sorry, the punter was number 5, Kayshawn Jackson. And the Dragons will take over 1st and 10 in great field position with 8:03 to go here in the 1st.
Yeah, this is where you got to take advantage if you're Lake Orion. You're sitting in plus territory on the 35, and you got to find a way to put this ball in the end zone. It's a very short field. Obviously, you want to get points, you know, no matter what here, whether it be a field goal or a touchdown. But you would much rather have the touchdown here with only having 35 yards to go.
So number 5, Kyler Carson, opens at quarterback. Naz Lardell is the running back. He gets a handoff. Oh,
keeper to Carson.
Keeper to Carson. He gets around the right side. Great play fake to Lardell, and Carson picks up 5.
Yeah, it's just a simple read option right there from Carson. He just had to read the DN sitting out there on the edge. He did a good job faking the handoff, taking himself, and now it brings up about a 2nd and 6 or so. Again, just try to get these yards in chunks right here.
Alwyn Muzan is now the running back. He gets a handoff up the middle, breaks through, got a 1st down to the 20-yard line.
Again, just another read option. And this time Carson, instead of keeping the ball, he read the DN and he ended up handing it off to Muzan. And Muzan got the 1st down and more, sets him just inside the red zone now, sitting about the 19. So Dragons moving efficiently right now.
1st and 10 from the 19. Dragons come out twins right.
Looks like bunch to the right side over there.
Bunch to the right.
Moves on again.
Moves on up the middle, into the 5, touchdown Lake Orion Dragons. Alwyn Muzan kept his feet churning and took it in.
Yeah, it was just a simple jet motion right there. I believe it's from Hunter Scher, the tight end. Look, he was in motion, faked the jet sweep, and it was just the misdirection backside to Muzan, and he put his foot down, found the hole, kept his feet churning, as you said, Doug, and just ran into the end zone. So very good first drive for the Dragons.
Andy Bryant will attempt the point after. Jake McCaffrey will hold. Ball is down, kick is up, kick is good. McCaffrey had a little problem with the snap. Got it down really well. And the Dragons take an early 7-0 lead. Thanks to Orion Neighborhood Television and Dragon Broadcasting, you can watch Lake Orion High School sports live online all year. We've got a full schedule of varsity football, volleyball, and much more this fall. plus concerts and ceremonies. Next week, we'll have live broadcast of the JV football game here at Dragon Stadium as they host Southfield A&T. And on Friday, we'll have a crew at Southfield A&T for the varsity road game. It costs less than $11 per month to watch sporting events, and half of that money comes back to the Lake Orion High School program. Be sure to designate Lake Orion High School when you set up your account. Get started now at www.dragonbroadcasting.org. Orion Neighborhood Television thanks our student crews for their hard work and dedication, bringing Dragon sports to the world. So Andy Bryant has it teed up on the 40. Kayshawn Jackson back deep.
Good kick.
End over end kick into the end zone. Ball come out 1st and 10 at the 20.
Larry Buss and the crew at Jets Pizza, located at 1091 South Lapeer Road, have been a proud supporter of Orion Neighborhood Television and Dragon Athletics since 2009. Jet supplies catering for cast and crew. Thank you, Larry, for your continued support. Give them a call at 248-814-7559 for more information.
So Oak Park comes out. Their first series was a little shoddy, to say the least. A lot of low snaps. They did show some flashes.
Yeah, they had one good little quick slant that got them a first down, but other than that, their drive was pretty bad, to say the least.
Prim is back at quarterback. Inside handoff to Prim. Number 5, Kayshawn Jackson. Oh, I'm sorry, that's number 9. James Burnley still at quarterback. Brings up a 2nd and 9 after gain. They'll call it 2nd and 9, gain of about a half yard.
Yeah, Oak Park just doesn't really look like they're there right now. They look really slow, really sluggish, making a lot of mistakes, and the Dragons have a very easy time getting penetration at the line of scrimmage.
Twins left single wide. Pump fake, looking, rolling. He's got a little seam up to about the 27-yard line. Goes Jason Burnley. And he made something out of nothing.
Yeah, that was a very good job by Burnley to sense the pressure, was able to use his speed and athleticism to get out of the pocket and find a way to make this third down a little bit more manageable now. As it looks, it's about 3rd and 3, 3rd and 2. So this kind of opens up the playbook for Oak Park right now, sitting up about their own 28.
3rd and 2, ball's on the right hash. Burnley in the gun, a little confusion in the backfield. Back set up in an offset eye. Handoff, gets outside, near the 40, tripped over the 38-yard line. Did Prim, and he's down near the 39.
Yeah, that play, Dragons are lucky that play didn't go for more, as Prim did a good job of seeing that the hole wasn't open inside, decided to bounce it outside. It probably would have had more than he got if he didn't run into his own man right there.
1st and 10 for the Knights, ball on their own 39 on the right hash. Twins left, single wide right, 2 backs in the backfield.
There it goes again.
Going outside and run out of bounds after about a 3 or 4 yard gain is Burnley.
Burnley's doing a good job of keeping the Knights moving forward here, as that's twice now on this drive that he's had to run outside the pocket and try to make something out of nothing. And, on the flip side of that, the Dragons, they got to find a way to contain him because he had all the open space on the outside, so they got to find a way to rush upfield and force him to kind of dart back inside and get him contained.
They're getting into the Oak Park backfield.
Yeah, it's just the fact that they're pushing them outside and no one's out there to contain. So they got to find a way to kind of set the edge and to not let him get outside to that edge.
Twins right, single wide left on 2nd down. Burnley back, looks, going deep, overthrows the intended receiver, Kayshawn Jackson, and that'll bring up third down. Call it 3rd and 5.
Yeah, about 3rd and 5 here. Again, you're sitting right around the 45, so you got options here. You could say this is 4th down territory, being that you're right around midfield, but with how easy the Dragons went up the field, it might not be 4th down territory for Oak Park. So this is where Burnley has to kind of keep in mind they're down in distance and not try to force anything.
Cade Manzo trying to urge the crowd on. We have Twins right, single wide left. Coming around the right side, 1st down for number 2, Davian Prim. Just followed his blockers up and got a good off-tackle run.
Yeah, just another simple inside zone right there from Oak Park. 3rd and 5, I guarantee that play call was trying to make it a more manageable 4th down, but with the defense that the Dragons were playing, that 3rd down call ended up going for a 1st down, so that's always good to have. And now they cross midfield into plus territory, and now it looks like Oak Park is kind of getting things going right now.
So 1st and 10, 4:15 to go here in the first. Dragons up 7-0. We have double wide, double slot look, one back in the backfield. Only back, looks, throws, got a receiver, far side, slips a tackle, tries to fight and ends up going backwards. They're going to mark him down after about a yard gain.
Yeah, that was a tough break right there for the wide receiver, Kayshawn Jackson, because he did have about 5 yards in the initial hitch route catch, about 5 yards, and then he actually ended up breaking the first tackle, but it shot him back all the way to the line of scrimmage. And at that point, all the Dragons were there to corral him, which is exactly what Coach Blackstock teaches: is everybody go to the ball, try to corral it. Because if he ends up doing something like how he did right there, where he broke the tackle but went backward, you can get him and have him and cause him to lose yards. So
there comes a point it's just easier to go down.
To go down and try to make something more of it.
Take the gain. Twins right, single wide left. Single back in the backfield, tight end on the right side, and we're going to have motion. That'll back him up 5. The tight end and a couple offensive linemen took off a little early. It'd be a false start offense. That'll back them up to the 47-yard line of Oak Park.
Yeah, it looked like James Burnley called for the snap, and the center kind of delayed it a little bit, and that got everybody moving. It looked like about half of the unit out there ended up having a false start.
2nd down and 14. The scoreboard has got some issues with it, so we will try to keep down in distance up here.
It's 2nd down and 14.
2nd and 14. And we have another flag.
There is a flag.
We remind you that the scoreboard for the first half of this game is underwritten by Lakes Community Credit Union, a part now of Birmingham Bloomfield Credit Union. The not-for-profit institution has been providing financial services to the Oakland County area since 1937. Give them a call at 248-814-4000 or visit them at bbcu.org. 2:15 to go in the first quarter. Back to pass, looks, throws, got a receiver. Wow. Was he in bounds? No,
no,
he was not.
That was a lucky break right there for the Dragons. It looked like number 11, Jacob McCaffrey, the 5'10 senior, was out there playing corner, and not exactly sure what the defense was for the Dragons, but he did get beat behind him. But it looked like the receiver made it hard for Burnley to throw a good ball there, because the pass was basically near the sideline and was not able to get 1 foot in bounds. So that would have maybe had him the first down. If not the first down, would have had him at 3rd and short. Now you're stuck at about 3rd and 16 here.
Amari Harris did a great job of going up and getting that ball down. We just got 1 foot on the stripe. So 3rd down and about 17.
Wide
got
open.
it. And out of bounds, he's going to be short of the first downs, complete to Amari Harris, who was all alone. He had beaten Andy Bryant. And it's going to be 4th and 1.
Yeah, now this is where it's 4-down territory. You're in your opponent's territory now, sitting at the 40-yard line. It's 4th and 1, and they've been having a very good job with that inside zone the whole day. We're going to get a timeout here.
Timeout by Oak Park, I believe.
Yeah, it looked like the ref made a timeout call.
Play clock down to 25.
All right, here you go. 4th down right
Twins
here.
right, single wide left. Low snap. And he is not going to get there. Dragons get the ball back. It was a low snap, and Burnley tried to do what he could, and there was just nothing there once he corralled the ball.
Yeah, it's just, again, it's really been the story of the day. It's just the snaps in the shotgun have not been working for Oak Park. And again, you saw a case of it right there. That ball didn't even get in the air. It looked as if the center thought, his quarterback was under center, because that ball literally just rolled on the ground right to Burnley, and there's nothing you can do with the broken play. He just tried to go where he saw the open space, couldn't really do the play that was designed for him. And again, just a failed opportunity for Oak Park after it looked like a very successful drive.
Twins left, single wide right, 2 backs in the backfield. And we have a timeout taken by Oak Park.
A well-needed timeout.
And, Kevin, that's one of the things that you work on in practice. If you're going to go with a spread formation, you better have a center that knows how to get the ball back to his quarterback.
Yeah, I remember my junior year, we tried to go in shotgun, and we just couldn't get a center that could consistently get the ball to the quarterback's chest. So we had to go mostly under center because we just didn't have a center that was consistent enough with that snap. It seems like an easy thing, but the center has a lot of stuff to do. He's got to know who he's blocking, what other guys are doing, and he's also got to get the snap and get to his man as well. So there's just a lot of stuff going on, but you got to learn how to do it.
It's really a very easy thing, and we used to tell the shotgun snappers, you take the ball, if you're right-handed, when you snap it, you hit yourself in the right thigh with your right forearm. So your thigh stops your leg, and you'll get the ball in the spot, and your quarterback will love you,
exactly.
as you well know.
Yeah, oh yeah. Got split backfield here for the Dragons.
Twins left, single wide right. Lardell and Alwyn Mozon are the backs in the backfield.
Mozon
finds a little seam, gets a first down into Oak Park territory. Gain of 12.
Dragons doing a very good job of using that misdirection, using the motion pre-snap. They had the jet sweep going right because that's what Lake Orion's been really known for, is that jet sweep, and everybody knows that, and they use that against Oak Park. They had the jet sweep going right, just did the misdirection going back left with Muzan, and now they got a first down, and now they're in plus territory across the 50.
C.J. Witt is the slot receiver. He's the one that came in motion. Now they line up trips right, single wide left. Pitch to Lardell. Breaks 1 tackle, gets 2. It'll be 3rd down for the Dragons. Tackle was made by number 27, Robert Smith, linebacker for Oak Park. So 3rd and 8. Motion this side. Lardell breaks a tackle, gets up to the 45, and he's gang tackled after a hard-fought gain of 1.
Yeah, I think that was 2nd down right there. But either way, I think that's going to bring us to the end of the first right here. But so far, it's been a pretty good quarter for Lake Orion. They're sitting up 7-0. I don't think they're going to get the snap up for the end.
We're in the closing seconds of the first quarter, and you're right, they're not going to get it off. We've played 1. Lake Orion leads 7-0. Today's game is a copyright presentation of Lake Orion High School's Dragon Broadcasting Program and Orion Neighborhood Television. Last school year, the Lake Orion High School broadcast program was awarded the title of Best Overall Program in the country. We brought you over 80 live sporting events, and we plan to match that again this year. Plus, you can catch our award-winning daily live newscast, LOAM. Tune in at www.dragonbroadcasting.org. So a pretty impressive first quarter by the Dragons, and Oak Park's just looking like they're trying to get the wheels under them.
Yeah, it looks like Oak Park it looks like they kind of showed up late because so far, their first two drives have not been good, to say the least. The second drive was better than the first one, but, they had some miscues late in the drive, forced them to turn over on downs in a drive that looked like they may have gotten some type of points off of it. But for the Dragons, they look to be running on all cylinders right now. Really, the only thing that can really stop them is a turnover. But so far, they haven't passed the football, but it looks like sitting here with about a 3rd and 7, they might have to do that right here.
3rd and 7, double wide, twins left. Cade Manzo comes in motion and now goes back the other side. Manzo gets the handoff. He's got a first down and more inside the 30 and run out of bounds. Cade Manzo showed some hard running. Once he made his cut, he had some open field in front of him.
Yeah, the offensive coordinator for the Dragons, Coach Brad Fisher, he's done a very good job of really expanding this offense over the years, because you saw right there that they had a pre-snap jet sweep motion, didn't actually snap it, had Caden Manzo go back just to see what Oak Park would do to shift against the jet sweep, and then they saw that they didn't shift. Kyler called the sweep again, and they end up getting the first down.
Twins left, toss to Nardell, cuts back, breaks a couple tackles, gets a gain of about 5. It'll be 2nd down, 2nd and 5. Coach Fisher sending in the play. Kyler Carson's gone all the way at quarterback. Muzan and Lardell are the running backs. From the gun. Handoff, Lardell. He's going to be a couple yards short. It'll be 4th, and they're calling it 3.
Now it's a simple little ISO play right there, right up the middle to Lardell, brings up a 3rd and 3 right here.
And this is that part of the field we talk about. You're too far away for a field goal, too close for a punt.
Yeah, I think Andy Bryant probably does have the leg for this, but this is kind of a far field goal here. So you definitely do want to try to get the first down here, and you might have 2 downs to do it.
Lardell, close to. They're going to mark him down
about a half
yard short of the first.
Yeah, he got nicked on the way by right at the line of scrimmage. Probably someone caught a shoelace, so he fell just short of that first down marker. And again, yeah, this is definitely 4 down territory right here. It's about 4th and about half a foot. And this is where you don't want to get too fancy if you're Coach Fisher. Just call a play that can get about half a yard. You don't want to try to look cute here. Just get the first down.
Muzan's the tailback.
Heavy set for the Dragons here.
Muzan got the first down and more.
There you go.
Down to near
Still
the 15,
going.
keeps his legs churning, gets down to the 12.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I was saying. You don't want to try to get cute. Just bring in the big boys. Get your guys lined up and just go head to head, and that's exactly what they did. Just ran like a halfback dive to the left side, and Muzan was able to keep his feet going and truck forward down inside the 15.
Get power against power. C.J. Witt splits wide left to Kai Bell.
So he's going out wide. You got 2
Goes
guys on
out
the left
wide.
side. Got a lot of space out there.
Witt ends up in a slot left. Handoff broken outside. Up the middle is Brendan Hastings, 5'11" senior. He gets a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, they got a lot of space out there to that left side with C.J. Witt and the Kai Bell, and they also have a lot of speed out there. And now it looks like they're putting, Mitch DeBrincat out there, who also has speed as well, but he's more of a kind of red zone threat. And yeah, and it looks like they're going to put Mitch out there one-on-one. I would take advantage of this if I was Coach Fish.
Now the Dragons shift from trips right to trips left.
Handoff again.
Handoff up the middle.
Kyler kept it.
Kyler kept it, and he gets down to about the 7. It'll be 3rd down.
Just another read option right there. They've been running the inside zone all day, try to see if they can maybe fake out Oak Park, and now it makes it a little bit more of a manageable 3rd down here. But again,
one thing Kyler does, he does a really good play fake.
Oh, yeah.
He sticks in, pulls it out, and we have a timeout.
It's like Oak Park again.
Called by Lake Orion with 7:47 left.
DVD copies can be purchased by calling ONTV at 248-693-3377 or 248-393-1060. For only $10, you can get a copy of not only this game, but any game or program in our broadcast vault. That's DVD copies 248-693-3377 or 248-393-1060.
So the Dragons are facing a third, we'll call it a 3rd and 5. It's a long 4, short 5. The ball spotted on the 7-yard line.
Yeah, this is where you're kind of in a luxury right now because you're sitting about 3rd and 5, but you can get a first down without getting the touchdown. So you could get a first down here and set yourself up for 4th down from about the 2. So the Dragons got a lot of options here. Again, they're sitting on the left hash mark. They got a lot of space to the right side. They've really been running it up the middle all day. Wouldn't be surprised to see maybe you kind of pull out the jet sweep that they've been kind of faking. This might be the time where you want to pull out, get it out in space to your guys that have speed over here to the near sideline, and maybe see if you can get something going.
So 3rd down, and we'll call it, and Roger Smith's calling it 4, so will we. Kyler, back to pass, looking, throws it away. Out to the right side. He was under heavy pressure from Jalen Mines and others. So 4th down. And Andy Bryant is coming in for a field goal attempt. He'll spot the ball on the 14-yard line. It'll be a 24-yard attempt. Jake McCaffrey is the holder.
Remember the PAT they had earlier, that snap was kind of low. See if they can get it up this time.
Good snap, good hold, good kick, up, and good. 7:37 to go here in the 2nd quarter. Dragons increase their lead to 10-0. Hey, go mobile with ONTV anytime. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube on your mobile devices. Connect with ONTV to see what's happening at our studio, see upcoming events, and watch ONTV programs in high definition on demand. Orion Neighborhood Television, working to bring Lake Orion to the world. And it's nice to know through the streaming service of Dragon Broadcasting and the NFHS network, we are going out to the world tonight.
That was kind of a win right there for Oak Park because the Dragons were definitely pushing and they were able to stop them to only 3 points. And you're only down by 10-0. And that's definitely a kind of a morale boost as you look at the score. We're okay, we're only down by 10. A touchdown and we're right back in this. Instead of it being 14-0. So definitely kind of a mind game right here for Oak Park. Only being down 10.
Bryant puts a foot into it. Low, wobbly kick taken at the 5, up to the 20, 25, 30, stays in bounds, up over 40, close to midfield, and taken down at the 43-yard line is number 5, Keshawn Jackson. So the Knights will take over with good field position, 1st and 10, 7:26 to go here in the second.
So again, a good field position here for Oak Park. You're sitting on your own 43, it looks like. And you got about 7.5 minutes to go here in the half. So if they can get something going here before the half, that'd be great, because the Dragons have done a good job of eating up the clock on offense. So they're gonna have to. So Oak Park is gonna have to try to find a way to get some points on the board, because they did receive the ball first. So they will not get the ball to start the third quarter, meaning that they got to find a way to put some points up on this drive.
Yeah, you're right. This is a crucial drive for them.
Just how long the Dragons take on their drives, you got to find a way to get some points right here if you're Oak Park.
Twins left, single wide right, 2 backs in the backfield. And we're going to have a motion call. 2 receivers took off, Amari Harris and Corey Alford. I don't know if the center just didn't snap the ball.
Yeah, there's a lot of things going on in that Oak Park camp right now. I even saw that in pregame too. They were just doing, stuff on air, and their guys were false starting. It's just, I know this year has been weird, but you have to try to, get that stuff pinned down early.
Ball's on the ground and sacked.
Looks like that was.
Burnley is tackled by Ethan Strand.
Ethan Strand came in for the sack. And also we will remind people that this game is being cablecast live on the educational channel, Comcast Channel 22. Thank you. Joey and KJ. So if you're watching live, welcome. Glad to have you with us on a beautiful Friday night. So 2nd down and a lot. Almost picked off.
That was number 7. That was Ilario Marcoux.
He had that in his fingertips.
He had green in front of him. He was going to the house on that one.
He's going to see that in his dreams tonight. So 3rd down and about 17, let's call it. Let's call it 20.
Yeah, this has really been the story of Oak Park the whole night. Just backing up. And it really just been partly due to just their center. The center can't get the snaps, and it might be, causing the false starts as well.
And that stuff you got to work on in practice during the week.
You got to hammer it home early.
Good snap this time, but a flag. A wide open completion to Amari Harris, but I think this one's coming back.
Dragons are pointing that it was on them, and it probably was, because it was one of those. It was one of those.
As soon as the ball was snapped, the flag was out.
This is either offsides or probably illegal formation or something like that, because they did let the play go. So we'll see what the call is though.
Well, the referee hasn't made a call yet.
There it is.
There we go.
Yeah, probably illegal formation.
It's a procedure call against Oak Park. So that'll back them up 5 more.
And that's costly, because they got a big gain down the middle of the field and got them a 1st down and right near the 30-yard line of the Dragons, and now that goes to waste, and you're sitting here with a 3rd and I would say about 25.
And it's it's surprising because there is a lot of talent on this Oak Park team. There are some Division I athletes, on the field tonight.
Yeah, Oak Park just doesn't look to really be in the game right now. They look kind of like they're somewhere else. I know they had their tragedy earlier this week. So that's definitely playing a factor.
Hey, we got our scoreboard back. It's 3rd down and 26.
Oak Park's going to have to go here. They got 4 on the play clock. They might get another flag here if they don't get going. And
they did. That'll back them up some more. It'll make it 3rd down and 31.
And that wasn't completely on the offense. It looked like they were taking a long time getting the play in there. So it's not completely on Burnley. But, again, just the story of Oak Park tonight just completely just going the wrong way.
So 3rd down and an area code to go. And we're going to have more flags. And it's going to be a procedure call against Oak Park. You know, it's not hard. You just watch the football.
Exactly. You know, at some point, that's really what you got to say. You really just watch the football, line up. And again, it looked like, you know, that was probably maybe another illegal formation, meaning that, you know, you just got to line up correctly. It's at this point, it's just, you know, you got to hammer it home.
Twins left, single wide right, 2 backs in the backfield on 3rd down.
There you go.
Back to pass, looking, under pressure, gets rid of it.
And dropped it.
And dropped.
Granted, it would have been 3rd down anyway, but it's just tough to see when you're already, you know, when you're already having the game that you are.
It would have only been about a 7-yard gain.
Mm-hmm.
And it hit him in the worst spot, right in the hands.
Right in the hand, yep. But yeah. And again, they wouldn't have had the 1st down, but which is how the game's been going. And you see an easy drop like that, it's just definitely kind of a dagger. It's just the players probably thinking, yep, here we go again.
Cade Manzo sets up camp about the Lake Orion 45.
And again, this is probably going to be a drive where the Dragons are going to start in plus territory here with how far back Oak Park is punting. They don't have a pretty good punter back there.
Low snap.
Got it off.
He got the ball up. Cade takes it at the 45. Inside the 40, 35, got some open field. He's going to go. Touchdown, Lake Orion Dragons. Cade Manzo took it, and once he got to the sideline, he had a convoy of blockers.
Yeah, he caught the ball around the 48 and was running right, ended up kind of going back left. It looked like he was going to cut back across the field, but took one little jab step and found the seam, cut it right up the hole, and he had green grass in front and green players in front too. Yeah, again, like I said, had a convoy in front and dove in the end zone. And instead of starting plus territory, the Dragons ended up getting 6 points out of it. So again, just another dagger for Oak Park. And again, that may have been avoided if Oak Park had just been able to stop the penalties on the offensive end.
Andy Bryant will try the extra point. McCaffrey will hold. Ball is down, kick is up.
He may have missed. I think he missed it.
And the kick is good. 5:37 to go. Here in the second quarter, the Dragons are up 17-0. Be sure to tune into replays of your favorite games right here on Orion Neighborhood Television. Tune in Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays at 7 p.m., Saturdays at 1 p.m. for the most current games in our lineup. Games are also replayed throughout the week, so check our program guide on our webpage at ONTV.org for replay times that best fit your viewing schedule. Also visit our YouTube link for games on demand, www.oriontv.org. Well, the Dragons made that drive look pretty easy.
Oh, yeah. Whenever you don't have to get the offense out there to score points, that's always a good drive. So,
and holding Oak Park the way they did, and admitted a lot of it was self-inflicted.
Self-inflicted, yeah.
By Oak Park, and that just drives the dagger deeper.
Mm-hmm.
So Bryant will kick off. They've had Amari. They've got Kayshawn Jackson back deep.
Oh, no.
That's a live ball. And goes into the end zone. That was.
He got lucky. He got very lucky that rolled in the end zone.
Touched by an Oak Park player. So Oak Park will take over 1st and 10 at their 20. 5:33 to go. The Dragons up 17. Each team has 2 timeouts remaining. Orion Neighborhood Television has put together a halftime feature, which we will air at the half.
First and 10 for the Knights.
At Lake Orion defense, Cade Manzo is the free safety.
Yeah, it looks like they're running, looks like one high safety right here, so this could be a cover 3 or a cover 1 if they're playing man.
Andy Bryant was the right corner. He shifted over to a safety.
Oh, what a tackle.
Stuffed and dropped. Number 54, Alec Fisher and Andy Bryant in on the tackle, along with Brock Iwanski, also in on the tackle from his defensive lineman position. Gain of 1, it'll be 2nd and 9 at the 5-minute mark here in the second quarter.
So you got 3 wide out here for Oak Park on the right side, or their left side.
Trips left, single wide right. Pressure.
There he goes.
Coming up, breaks a tackle, gets up to the 30-yard line, was Brunley, and he ended up with a first down out of that. So first down for Oak Park at the 32. Brunley had nothing. He just broke it and ran. Did a good job picking up the first down.
It was just another one of those cases where he had to turn nothing into something.
So trips left, single wide right. Single back in the backfield on first down.
Brunley takes it.
Brunley breaking it right. Breaks a couple tackles, but the Dragon defense strung him out, and he got maybe a yard. Call it. No, they're giving him more. They're giving him about 3.
Yeah, Burnley stiffed armed a couple guys up there. It looked like he was going to turn that upfield, but the Dragons did a very good job of pursuing him. Angle of pursuit, as Coach Blackstock always emphasizes, and they were able to stop him for game 3. That could have maybe gone for more.
So 2nd and 7 as we approach the 3:30 mark of the second quarter. Knights come out, trips right, kind of a stacked formation on the left side. Brunley looks, got time.
All kinds of time.
Throws.
Oh,
intercepted! Coming back the other way.
He ran over a man.
18.
Yeah, we had number 18. That is
Brennan Jones on a pick.
Yeah, Burnley dropped back. Actually had a good amount of time back there to throw the ball, and not exactly quite sure who he was throwing for because he had one guy sitting under and one guy sitting over Brennan Jones, and he ended up throwing it right at Brennan Jones. And Jones did a good job keeping his feet going. Almost returned that baby for 6, but
takes it down to the 14-yard line, where the Dragons will have it 1st and 10. And what crowd we have here is asking for more.
Oh yeah, even despite the limited crowd, still you definitely heard the fans. So like Bruno's in the game.
Carson. Pass was intended for C.J. Witt.
I didn't even notice that Bruno.
Yeah, you're right.
Bruno got in the game.
Dom Bruno is now at quarterback, and he threw a strike.
Yeah, that was a dart. Just he was feeling the pressure as well. He had to just get rid of the ball.
The crowd here, of course, is asking for pass interference. They're not going to get it. Handoff up the middle. Handed off to number 28, Dorian Hill.
Looks like they're already getting they're already starting to get the backups in.
I'm sorry, that was 38, who I don't have on my program. 98. That's why Pat Ray on the carry. Not very often you see a 90 carry the ball, but he is an eligible number. Ray again for no gain.
So you might have got the wind knocked out of him. He's coming out. So it looks like they'll bring in Lardell. So Lardell's going to go in the game now, but it looks like they're bringing the backups in early. We're not even the halftime yet. Very interesting move right here, but this is definitely a good time to kind of get your backups.
I think they're just trying to give everybody some playing time.
Yeah. So, yeah, 4th and short here. Taking a long time to get this play call in.
Yeah, play clock's down to 14.
It looks like they might just maybe take a timeout here.
I think they will.
It's probably the best thing to do here. 4th and short, you don't want to rush anything.
Yeah.
Just call
timeout Dragons. 1:39 to go here in the second quarter.
ONTV has just launched our brand new internet radio station. You can create your own podcast/radio show or sign up to become a DJ. For more information on the radio station, give us a call at 248-393-1060.
Next week we will be at Southfield A&T, and if past road games hold true, athletic director Chris Bell is chomping at the bit to get in the booth.
Oh boy.
So we will be there. It'll be a streaming game only on Dragon Broadcasting and the NFHS network.
So here you go. You got 4th and 1 here. Again, this is one of those times where you don't want to get too cute. You know, just get your big boys in there and line it up and go toe to toe.
Cade Manzo is in a slot right. I formation in the backfield alongside Bruno.
It's like C.J. Witt outside to the right.
Cade Manzo on the carry, cuts it upfield, and he did not get in.
Number 14, Cade Manzo.
We'll see where they mark him.
But yeah, I believe he got the first down. Yep, they
it'll be a first down. It's 1st and goal from about the 2.
Yeah, so he got 4 chances to get 2 yards. It seems simple, but you know, when you got everybody lined up there, it can get really, really tight real quick.
So 1st down, motion far side.
Bruno takes it.
Bruno takes it up the middle. He's down to about the 1, and this is where in years past when you get in these situations, they used to bring in the full house backfield.
I remember that, yep.
And I think it's probably just getting familiarity with that because we have had limited practice time that they haven't been able to install that package yet. Pat Rowland comes in at a, where's he lining up? He's coming in as a fullback.
It's like Bruno under center right here.
This
could be a power left right here.
Naz Lardell is the running back.
I think that's exactly what they're doing.
And we have a timeout called by Oak Park. That will be their second. Each team has 1 remaining with 5:37 to go here in the second quarter. So now the chess game goes on. You're in a goal-to-go situation.
Yeah, you got 53.7 seconds to go here, and you do get ball at half if you're Lake Orion. So, you know, and you've done a really good job the whole game of stopping Oak Park. They haven't shown really any threat whatsoever. So, I mean, this really is 4-down territory. I'd say you probably could, you know, try to go for it all here, and, you know, instead of settling for a field goal, unless something extreme happens, you probably could go for a 4th down if you don't get it on this down or 3rd down.
That's a very good point, too, that, you know, you do get the ball back to start the second half.
Exactly.
So here we go.
Again,
backs in an offset eye to the left of Bruno. We have not seen a Lake Orion quarterback under center yet tonight.
Yeah, this is either, from the looks of this formation, it looks like this is either going to be a power left or potentially a counter right. Just the way that the back is offset to the left, or the fullback, I should say, is offset eye to the left.
And Bruno goes under center. Handoff, Lardell. He's in, touchdown Lake Orion Dragon. Naz Lardell.
And that's exactly what it was. There's a counter left, or counter right, I should say. Fake the power left, and the fullback kind of went backside, and the halfback took the fake jab step left, went back right, and Bruno just handed off to him. And just a good
and
play
Naz,
right there.
Naz Lardell, he came up, about 2/3 of the way through the season last year, and he got some good playing time, scored a big touchdown at Clarkston. And I was talking to him before the game, and I said, it's time to, take it, make it your show.
Exactly. Yeah, him and Muzan are really splitting time right now, but Nardell can make a name for himself real quick.
Andy Bryant puts the ball down, or ball's down, kick is up, kick is good, 50.7 seconds left to go in the second quarter. The Dragons are up 24-0. And if you're Coach Carter, you take your team at halftime. It's not a time, for fire and brimstone, but it's time. Look, we gotta get going. Yeah. Let's get our game plan together.
Yeah, it seems kind of weird because you would think that when you're down 24-0 and you've had the half that Oak Park has had, you would think that there'd be a lot of yelling and screaming at the halftime speech. But realistically, this is the time where coaches realize that yelling isn't going to help anything because you're down 24-0 and you haven't really got anything going. This is just a matter of just trying to get the wheels turning.
And Coach Carter is not a yelling kind of coach. He gets his point across. He's very, as we said, he's had great success, but he'll just get his team together and say, okay, this is what we have to do. This is what you have to do as a player. This is what we have to do as a team.
Yeah, it's hard to kind of contain yourself as a coach, but that's what you have to do because yelling might not help the situation.
Andy Bryant puts a foot into it, taken by one of the upbacks at the 15-yard line, cuts it upfield, and he's out of bounds. It's number 7, Juana Miller, and he gets good yardage out to the 43-yard line, where Oak Park will take over 1st and 10. And again, we talked about it with the limited practice time and limited condition time. You're going to see a lot of players rotate in and out tonight.
Yeah, and we've already seen the effects of a weird off season in the NFL with all the injuries guys are having. You can only just imagine what's happening at this level.
Absolutely. So 1st and 10 for Oak Park. Back, looks, throws, short, intended for Kayshawn Johnson, and Burnley just put it a little short.
Yeah, he had number 5 right there, Jackson or Johnson on the seam route. Yeah, Kayshawn Jackson. He had him on the seam route across the middle of the field. Just put it short for him.
So 2nd and 10. We're down to 39.3. And the scoreboard has decided to be a little silly again, so we'll let you know it's 2nd down and 10. Ball is spotted at the 43-yard line on the right hash. And I don't know who took the timeout. Oh, we have an injured player down at the far side of the field on about the 24-yard line, as we see a beautiful moon tonight. I'm sure the astronomers can tell me what phase of the moon that is.
Yeah, I'm not quite good on the moon phases, but
and even with the limited seating capacity tonight, Oak Park brought a pretty good crowd with them.
Yeah, and they live a pretty good amount of ways away from here. So, again, with the
I was talking to one of the assistant coaches before the game, And he said, there's just no easy way to come anymore because it seems like just about every road is under construction somewhere.
Yeah, down to one lane, something like that. So that's Michigan.
Trips left. One wide out right. Brunley looks, throws, going deep, got a receiver and just overthrew him. But we have a flag.
They're going to get, I believe
they're going to get 15 yards.
I believe that's going to be TK Fikes out there. That was the defender. And it's either going to be a holding or a pass interference here. But I believe since the ball's in the air, they're going to call it PI instead of a holding, which is 15 instead of 5.
There was some arm fighting going on down the field. Yeah, pass interference against the Dragons.
Yeah, it's hard to see up here if he, what the exact hand grabbing was.
But you know what? 15 yards
is better than a touchdown.
Than a 45-yard completion.
And that's something that they're discussing, at least at the college level, if pass interference should be a spot foul, because you got guys doing that when they cause the PI instead of giving up the touchdown.
Twins left. Brunley got pressure, trying to get rid of the ball. Did he complete it? No, he did not.
It looks like Brock Iwanski was almost in there on the sack. Just barely missed Burnley.
Intended for Amari Harris, and it'll be second down. 27.4 seconds to go. Ball is spotted on the Dragon 42. Oak Park comes out, Twins left, single wide right, 2 backs in the backfield alongside Burnley. He's back to pass, getting pressure, breaks 3, and he was well past the line of scrimmage when he let that ball go. So that's coming back, plus it's coming back some more.
Yeah, he was well across the line of scrimmage right there.
By about 3 yards.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looked like he had room to run, and he just didn't know where he was in the field. Just not good field awareness right there from Burnley. And again, just self-inflicted wounds right now for Oak Park after getting the pass interference on Lake Orion. It looked like this maybe could be a potential drive to get things going.
Illegal forward pass. And that's also a loss of down. So now it's 3rd and 15. Ball is now spotted on the 45-yard line. And the ball is spotted where the down box isn't. Now we got it straight. It's 3rd and 13. High snap. And he's going down. Dragons came with an all-out blitz. It was a high snap, and Burnley did not have time to turn around.
Yeah, I feel like even if that snap was right at Burnley's chest, he would have been sacked before he had a chance to even get the ball off. And as the sacks had been, or as the snaps had been low all day, that one was ironically too high for Burnley.
Brock Iwanski came in and made the sack, and that's the end of the second quarter. We go into halftime. It's Lake Orion 24, Oak Park nothing. You're watching exclusive coverage of Lake Orion Dragon football on Orion Neighborhood Television and the Dragon Broadcasting Service.
I can see why they got smoked. No.
your wild cats and very expensive.
ONTV here. Now, have you ever had the urge to create your own TV show, or you just wanted to see what goes behind the scenes of making a TV program? Well, ONTV has just the program for you. ONTV offers studio and field production classes that allow you to take control and create the programs the way you want them to be. We will introduce you to media literacy skills and the fundamentals of program production in order to acquire the basic training needs for ONTV equipment use. To get started, all you have to do is sign up for a free ONTV orientation where you will learn all about ONTV and all the opportunities available to our volunteers, as well as meet the ONTV staff and take a tour of our facility. After that, you can register for one of our production courses. Both the studio and field production courses are only $10 for Lake Orion residents and $25 for non-residents. For more information about ONTV's production classes, feel free to call us at 248-393-1060 or go to orionontv.org and click Register Now to sign up for classes. We hope to see you soon.
Halftime here at Lake Orion. The Dragons lead the Oak Park Knights 24-0 at the half. And Kevin, it's been an entertaining game to watch if you're a Dragon fan.
Oh yeah, the Dragons have been on par the whole game. Haven't missed a beat. I believe they've scored on every offensive drive that they've had, along with the punt return from Cade Manzo. They had 91 yards on the ground in that first half, 236 yards total. That's from our stat guy, Anthony Taramina. So yeah, it's been a very good half on both sides of the ball for Lake Orion, both defensively and offensively.
I was watching Coach Carter down there, and as we talked about, he's not a fire and brimstone type of coach. But I'm quite sure he got his message across. And a lot of it, you don't know what the issues are. Is it a practice issue, things they don't work on in practice? If it is, like getting a snap back to the quarterback, you better believe they'll be working on it this week. Is it because of the emotional upheaval they've had this week?
Yeah.
Is it it's a combination of those things, but they've gone 6 quarters of football and haven't scored a point. And that is not Greg Carter football.
Exactly, yeah. So, yeah, there are a lot of things going on along with, with COVID-19 and obviously their situation that they have over there at Oak Park this past week. So there's definitely a lot of stuff, that's on their mind. But yeah, this definitely isn't, Coach Carter's type of football right here. And so you don't want to say the game's over yet. You're down 24-0. You got one whole half of football left. But there's definitely a time where Oak Park just has to take this one drive at a time, one play at a time, and just at least find some way, at the very least, get points up on the board.
We have seen Kyler Carson and Dom Bruno at quarterback for the Dragons, and looking down there, Drew Nipper is warming up quite enthusiastically, so we may see him in the second half. Coach Blackstock readily admitted he just did not know what his quarterback rotation would be. And I think he was waiting for one quarterback
to excel,
to come up and take the job.
Yeah, because they've been training Kyler since he was young, since he was in grade school or whatever. But Dom has really made a name for himself. They both throw a very good ball, and yeah, that's what I was kind of hearing. The whole off season is that both guys are going at it. A lot of people thought going in is going to be Kyler's job, and as of right now he has it. But Dom was definitely putting up a good fight. If something does happen to Kyler, whether it be injured or maybe sadly Kyler does, maybe contract COVID, then the Dragons don't lose too much with Dom Bruno.
And I think Drew Nipper, and I hope I'm
Drew
pronouncing
Nipper, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think he was the transfer kid that they were talking about. Came in from out of state, and just watching him on the sideline, he's got a pretty good arm.
Yeah, Drew Nipper as well. Drew Nipper is also a very good transfer recruit for him. Again, he did come from out of state, and I'm not exactly quite sure what state it was. But, Nipper plays a multitude of positions. I believe here on the sheet it says that he plays a bunch of different positions. I think he plays QB, slot, and I believe he plays linebackers. So yeah, so QB is his main position. He's kind of like the the emergency QB if something does go down. But he throws a good ball as well. I was watching him in warm-ups, and again, I believe he's kind of like again, he's like their emergency QB. If something happens to Kyler and Dom, Kniper can step in. Granted, the offense might be slimmed down a bit, maybe a lot more designed QB runs for him, considering he does play slot as well. But yeah.
And in the running back position, and that was another one that Coach Blackstock said would be running back by committee. And we saw Nazl Ardell make some good runs, scored the second touchdown. And we've also seen good, hard running from Alwyn Muzan.
Yeah, both those guys have really been on point tonight. Both have been powerful runners, and it's been fun to watch. But both guys in the backfield.
So, anyhow, so we take off for the second half, and as I flip my reads, the scoreboard for the second half is underwritten by Lakes Community Credit Union, a part of Birmingham Bloomfield Credit Union. The not-for-profit institution has been providing financial services to the Oakland County area since 1937. Give them a call at 248-814-4000 or visit bbcu.org. The third quarter is underwritten by Malash's Palace, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, located at 3800 South Lapeer Road in Lake Orion. Malash's Palace has been serving Lake Orion's automotive needs since the 1950s. So we start the third quarter. Dragons up 24-0, and if you're Coach Blackstock, it's pour it on, get the young guys in. Let's get everybody to play tonight.
Yeah, I mean, you're up 24-0. We already saw a little bit of that at the end of the first half when they put Bruno in there at QB and some other second-string guys. So, assuming things go as planned, you definitely could see more of the second-string guys and third-string guys getting in the game, which is always good to see. Kind of getting those guys developed early with game time.
I noticed something earlier tonight, talking with the trainer, with Chelsea, the trainer, and they have 3 water jugs set out on the table, and she said that only the people that are going to hustle water out will touch those water jugs. And rather than having the squeeze bottles that have been around since the leather helmet days, they are filling paper cups, like they did back before back in my days, and they're running the paper cups of water out to the players. Yeah, the water boys are definitely getting a good workout right now, running back and forth all those cups. But it's just steps that we have to take in times like these, with COVID and all that stuff. They have a foot pedal hooked up to the water jug. Innovative, very innovative. So they don't have to touch it; they just step on the pedal. So Oak Park will kick off. And that was not number 5. That was not a good kick. Goes out of bounds. Kayshawn Jackson kicked off. So Lake Orion will take over 1st and 10. And they're calling the procedure. It'll be 1st and 10 for Lake Orion from the 35-yard line. And if you're Oak Park, you just got to stop the bleeding. Exactly, yeah. This is just a time where you got to find a way to, play for pride here. Again, it's not over. It's 24-0. You got a whole half left. But just with the way the game has been going, it does seem over. So at this point, you got to find a way to play for pride and at least try to find a way to get some points up on the board. Don Bruno's the quarterback. He has inside handoff. That was the Hastings right there. To number 15, Brandon Hastings. And he breaks through for about 7. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Good first play right there. Again, simple inside zone to Hastings. You're able to get 7 yards right there and keep this offense going forward.
Bruno up the middle. He's going to be close. I think it depends on, it looks like he's going to be about a length of a football short of a first down. So it's going to be 3rd down. No, they're calling it 3rd and 3, no gain. A lot of communication between the wide receivers. Handoff again to Hastings, and he gets nothing. So it'll be 4th and 3.
This will be the first down. They're going to have to punt the ball away.
And they're going to have to punt. Andy Bryant drops back in punt formation. And number 3, Glennie Cross, is back deep for the Knights. Last minute substitution. And Oak Park is going to get called for too many men on the field, and Lake Orion's going to get a first down.
Wow, again, just another example of Oak Park shooting themselves in the foot right there.
Oh, no, I said they didn't. They said Oak Park called timeout before the ball was snapped, which was a very, very good move by Coach Carter to see that, because Lake Orion would have gotten a first down out of that.
Yeah, that was definitely a heads-up play right there from Carter to call that timeout, because if not, that would have been a first down for Lake Orion.
So it's 4th down and 3. Oak Park tried to hustle a last-minute substitution, and the player coming off didn't make it out in time. Nice high kick, taken at the 30.
Got to try to contain him.
Cutting right, gets a block up to 35, up over the 40, and down to the 43-yard line goes number 3, Glennie Cross.
I will say, if there's one thing that the Dragons have not been superb at tonight, it's been their special teams, at least when it comes to their coverage, because a lot of Oak Park's kick returns that they've had have gone for a pretty decent gain and gotten around the the 40, their own 40-yard line. So we saw another example of a punt return right there that actually got Oak Park in pretty good.
It did, but I think they got a hold on it, because this one's coming back.
Yeah, everybody's walking back.
They've got it marked on about the 26-yard line. Personal foul against Oak Park. So they're marking the ball down on the 12. So when it rains, it pours.
Yeah, that's how the saying goes. When it rains, it pours. And again, like how we've been saying all night, Oak Park, whenever they do something good, just they have more bad stuff to counteract that, and it just does not help their case. And now, once again, starting a drive inside their own 15.
Twins right, single wide left. Trying to sweep this side.
Oh, what a hit.
Cody Manzo took him on at the 20-yard line and brought him down.
Watson is the ball carrier. Runs in to beat Manzo.
And it was Marion Dawson on the carry.
2nd down and 1.
And it looks like, is that Harris, the quarterback? Handoff around the left side. Number 2, Davian Prim. He's got a first down over the 25. to about the 28-yard line.
Yeah, Oak Park has been coming out with a little bit of a kind of a spark in their step. They look to be they look a little bit more motivated right now. They look to be running harder and playing harder, so maybe they can manifest some points on this drive right here.
Twins left, single wide right, 2 backs in the backfield. High snap, inside handoff, and he's met and dropped by Joey Theed again.
Yeah, Dragons have been swarming the backfield all night when it comes to these shotgun plays from Oak Park. They've just been able to easily get through. It seems as if Lake Orion brings more pressure than Oak Park can handle, and they're either just not picking up the blitz or they're just not adjusting, and getting more guys to go back and block.
Loss of 3. It'll bring up 2nd and 13. They stay in basically the same offensive formation. 2 receivers one side, 2 backs in the backfield. Theed again coming in.
Hey!
Looks, throws, tipped. Almost picked off by Cade Manzo.
Just a pass across the middle right there, and Cade Manzo is an exceptional DB when it comes to pass coverage. He's, his knack for
He's
being
that
a ball
free
hawk.
safety. He's out there playing center field, and wherever the ball comes, that's where he's got to be.
Yeah, he's able to read the quarterback well, and his speed is just insane. I remember playing, running scout team against him. It was just so hard to throw because he just read my eyes and knew where I was going almost every time I would drop back to pass.
3rd, blitz coming.
Got out of
Good
it.
block, got out of it, throws,
Oh!
and juggled and dropped. So Burnley did a great job escaping the pressure, threw over to number 3, Glennie Cross, I believe, and he just dropped it.
Yeah, that was actually a very good pass from Burnley, rolling to his left, throwing back across his body, which is always a dangerous play. But it was a dime right on the chest pad, and he just dropped it.
And boy, it sure looked like they took off early, but it wasn't called, so it didn't happen. And Cade Manzo makes a fair catch at the 42-yard line, where the Dragons will start off 1st and 10. I guess we start our reads all over again. Thanks to Orion Neighborhood Television and Dragon Broadcasting, you can watch Lake Orion High School sports live online all year. We've got a full schedule of varsity football, volleyball, and more in the fall, plus concerts and ceremonies, and I'll finish it after this play.
And it looks like now we got to change a QB. It looks like that transfer we were talking about, Drew Kniper, he's in that QB.
Shakes a tackle, gets about half a yard or so. It'll be 2nd down. Next week, we'll have live broadcast of the JV football game here at Dragon Stadium as they host Southfield A&T. And on Friday, we'll have a crew at Southfield A&T for the varsity road game. So, 2nd down and 9.
Kniper keeps
Sniper
it
again.
And again, that's his
Drop down at midfield. He'll be a couple yards short.
And again, that's his ability. He has a little bit more of a running, I shouldn't say ability, but more of a running tendency more than Kyler and Bruno do. They're more of guys that have the ability to run if they're given the opportunity to. But Kniper's more of a guy that looks to kind of run first. That's kind of why they brought him in. But potentially, I wouldn't be surprised to see if maybe we get some Wildcat with him later in the season once this kind of offense develops.
He's a 6'1", 190 senior, so he's put together pretty well.
Lardell.
And Nas Lardell takes it for no gain. It'll be 4th down. 4th and 2, and the Dragons are going to punt it away.
So again, just, another 3 and out for the Dragons right here. But on the bright side, they haven't eaten up a lot of clock. So if they're not getting the 1st down, they are eating up a lot of clock while doing it. So So
they were one short.
It was Nas Lardell, the one guy who just had the run. He was the only guy that was not there.
One of the upbacks was late getting in. End over end kick coming down to the 14-yard line. Taken, cutting outside. Trying to get away and taken down at the 15-yard line was Glennie Cross. He tried going to his left and just couldn't get blocks set up. Good coverage by the Dragons.
Yeah, it looks like that was number 20, Mitch DeBrinket, that was in there on that punt coverage. So very good job by him to not let the return man get any room. And once again, Oak Park starting at their 15.
6:03 left to go in the third. Dragons lead 24-0. On another beautiful Friday night. First and 10, Twins right, single wide left.
Play action.
Juggles the ball and incomplete.
Yeah.
Intended for Amari Harris, and he had Ethan Kowalk hanging over him like a cheap suit.
Yeah, Burnley, it was just a play action right there. He rolled out right, had pressure in his face, and kind of just threw it at the ground, which probably was the best option because I don't think his receiver would have gotten far. He actually may have lost yards if he'd actually completed that pass to him. So,
starting to see some wholesale changes in the Lake Orion defense. We'll try to keep up with them. Second and 10. Looks throwing deep this side and incomplete. Broken up by Brennan Jones, and it'll be third down.
Yeah.
Intended for Amari Harris again.
That was just a simple little corner out right there from Amari Harris, and he actually was kind of open. The only thing, though, is that Burnley threw that more up the field. He's got to try to place that ball more towards the sideline to let his receiver go out and get it. That's something that Coach Fish actually always homed in on me was, placing it toward the sideline where only the receiver could get that. And if he had did that, Amari Harris may have came up with that reception.
So third and 10. Looks going deep
he
overthrows. Overthrows Amari Harris. And you can tell that Harris is their go-to guy.
Yeah.
And you watched him on that pattern. You can see why, because he left, the nearest defender was 5 yards in back of him.
Yeah, that was number 2, TK Fikes. That was he was the defender right there. And, Harris had about 5 to 6 yards on him. So, obviously, Harris is the guy that they want to try to get the ball to. And he's wide open. Burnley just put too much on it right there. He's got to find a way to get some touch on it. So, just, trying to fire the ball down the field. That's one of the balls where you just got to throw it right at him. If he's that wide open, just throw it right at him.
Fourth down, high, short punt. And it takes a huge bounce, and it's going to be down at the Oak Park 41-yard line. So only about a 15-yard punt. And the Dragons will take over first and 10. Hey, Larry Buss and the crew at Jets Pizza, located at 1091 South Lapeer Road, have been a proud supporter of Orion Neighborhood Television and Dragon Athletics since 2009. Jets supplies catering for cast and crew. Thank you, Larry, for your continued support. Give them a call at 248-814-7559. First and 10 for the Dragons. And we have a flag. It's an illegal substitution against Lake Orion. Mitch DeBrinket comes out. So that'll back him up 5 to the 46, and we'll repeat first down. Motion this side, toss back, heading up the middle is C.J. Witt on the carry. It's going to be 2nd down and 13, gain of 2. Approaching the 5:10 mark here in the 3rd.
It's like Nipers to the QB right now.
Yeah. Toss back. Coming up the middle, number 22 is C.J. Witt again.
Yeah, showing shades of Coach Bell right there, running the Rocky way. We haven't seen that one in a while. Now we'll see if maybe they have.
They're giving him maybe a gain of 1. It's 3rd and 11, we'll call it.
Okay, we'll see if they have Niper throw the ball right here.
Pat Ray is in at the running back position. We have trips left, single wide right.
There we go. See him throw.
Back, look, sets up a screen. Got a screen.
Got room.
Ray. Trying to set his blockers up, and he's brought down at the 35-yard line. Number 14, Ryan Ramsey, in on the tackle, along with Emmanuel Hall, number 23.
Yeah, if Ray had cut that back towards the inside, he might have been able to actually get the first down, but nonetheless, still a really good game for the Dragons. It brings up more manageable here, about 4th and 3, 4th and 4. But they got to go. They got 20 on the play clock.
It's 4th and 3, and again, they're in that no man's land.
Yeah, too far to punt, or too close to punt, but too far to kick a field goal. We'll see what they do here.
Trying to get Oak Park to jump.
There we go.
Niper back, looks, throws.
He got
first down, Dragons.
Wow, that play didn't look like it was going anywhere. A wide receiver
completed to Griffin Firestein.
It was just a simple wide receiver screen to Firestein, and it looked like he wasn't going to be able to get anything, but was able to cut up field and got the first down. What a clutch 4th down.
So 1st and 10 for the Dragons from the 29 as we approach the 3-minute mark here in the 3rd. Single wide out right, 2 backs in the backfield. Handoff up
Hastings.
the middle. Still keeping his feet moving is Brendan Hastings, and he gets about 5.
Yeah, Hastings, a short, stocky guy, able to keep his feet going and bring up a 2nd and 5 now.
Yeah, he's 5'11", and 200. And like we said, just kept the feet churning. So 2nd and 5.
Give to Hastings again.
Hastings again, trying to break it outside, and he's just not going to get there. It'll be 3rd down and 2, it looks like. They're calling it 3rd and 3. And not only are the Dragons are moving this, but they're eating time off the clock too.
They've been doing a very good job the whole night of eating up clock, and they're doing it once again here. They started this drive, I believe, about like 5 or 6 minutes ago in the 3rd quarter, and now they're already inside 2 minutes ago. So, which is good. You just want to take your time here. You don't have any reason to rush. You're up 24 points. Don't want to give Oak Park more chances than they
Play
deserve.
clock's at 15. Now he comes up under center. Rolling right, looking, throwing.
Oh!
And he just tripped.
He had a man open in the end zone right there.
Yeah, he did. He had Dekai Bell.
Yeah, Dekai Bell, yeah. And Dekai's look at the ground like, what did I trip on?
He doesn't look like he's running right. I don't know if he tweaked something.
Yeah, he's kind of like hopping, kind of like.
Yeah. He wants to stay in though.
So again,
you know what happened? Somebody stepped on his shoe.
Yeah.
He's out there trying to tuck his shoe
trying
back
to push it back in. Yeah.
So it's trips right, single wide left on 4th down.
Ivor's going to take it. This is
And
specialty.
he's got a first down again.
They've been running that kind of speed option like play where it's not exactly a true speed option because the quarterback isn't rolling out. He's kind of gliding across the field, kind of doing a side shuffle, and either decides to pitch it off or take it himself. And Niper again showing why he was brought in ended up faking the pitch and got the guys to bite, which gave them enough room to truck forward and get the first down. So,
and all the quarterbacks have gotten playing time tonight. That's huge.
Exactly, yeah. That shows that they have depth. They're not afraid to show it.
Double wide, double slot look for the Dragons on first down. Motion far side, handoff up the middle.
That was Ray.
Pat Ray.
Yep, Pat Ray.
Inside the 10 to the 9, and it's going to be 2nd and 1, which is an offensive coordinator's dream.
So yeah, so it seems like they got really, with their first string guys, you got Nardell and Muzan, and then in your second unit you got Hastings and Pat Ray, and Hastings being more kind of the stocky buffer type of guy. Ray's kind of a little quick, shifty dude that can really grind for those yards.
Witt comes in motion this side. Ray takes the handoff inside to about he's got the first down. Looks like they're marking him at the 7. So it'll be first down. Inside, we're closing out the final 15 seconds, and the Dragons won't have to snap it. We've played 3. The Dragons lead the Oak Park Knights 24-0. Today's game is a copyrighted presentation of Lake Orion High School's Dragon Broadcasting Program and Orion Neighborhood Television. Last year, the Lake Orion High School Broadcast Program was awarded the title of Best Overall Program in the country. We brought you over 80 live sporting events, and we plan to match that again this year. Plus, you can catch our award-winning daily live newscast, LOAM. Tune in at www.dragonbroadcasting.org. Well, Kevin, it seemed that coming into this season, and I know they wanted to prove it last week against Oxford, but there were a lot of question marks around the program. Quarterback position, running back position, some of the wide receivers position. The offensive line returned a lot of starters. Defense returned a lot of starters.
Yeah.
I think they've answered a lot of those questions tonight.
Yeah, definitely for sure, because last year, obviously, you had the exit of QB Blaze Lauer, halfback Kobe Manzo, wide receivers Sam Starch and Mitch Howell. Yeah, a lot of the
Drew Van Heck.
And Drew Van Heck, yeah. So, yeah, a lot of those guys, and then they left, and they were the main starters. And, yeah, the skill position was really the big question going into this season.
Yeah. Sweep this side.
You cut it up.
Cut it up. Couldn't quite cut it up. C.J. Witt on the run. Got down to about the 5. They're marking him at the 4. Give him 3. It'll bring up 2nd down and goal.
Yeah, it's good to see Kyler Carson. It's good to see him have a good game because, he's only a junior, so he's still got a year left. So because Bruno and Kniper are both seniors or whatever, so it's good to see Carson do good in his first game in live action. Yeah, he's only a junior, so.
Pat Ray on the sweep left. He's down to about the 2. It'll be 3rd down. Come on, let's see 98 score a touchdown.
Yeah, he's been grinding the whole night. He's been, his touches were kind of sparse early, but as we get later in this game, he's been getting a lot of touches. And again, he's kind of a small, quick, and shifty guy. You could lose him behind the big O lineman. So I would love to see 98 get in the end zone right here.
So 3rd down and goal from the gun.
Sniper keeps.
Sniper keeps. Touchdown, Lake Orion Dragons. Great play fake to Pat Ray. Took the defense with him. And Sniper ran right into the, almost unmolested.
Yeah, it was just one of those power sweeps, as I call them, or a jet sweep read, as I call them, a jet read. And he did a good job of reading it correctly and putting it in the end zone.
Trying to see who's in. C.J. Witt will attempt the extra point. Ball is down. Kick is up.
I think he got it.
And the kick is good.
It took a lot for him, but he got it.
10:35 to go here in the fourth. Dragons increase their lead 31-0. Hey, DVD copies can be purchased by calling Orion Neighborhood Television at 248-693-3377 or 248-393-1060. For only $10, you can get a copy of not only this game, but any game or program in our broadcast vault. DVD copies at 248-693-3377 or 248-393-1060. Every now and then I go back and pull DVDs out from the early 2000s and the late 1990s. So Andy Bryant will kick off. And you look at that Oak Park sideline, there's just no emotion going on over there.
Oh, yeah. When you're down 31-0, it's hard to really kind of get your team going.
Taken on the 5, up to the 15. Crosses the 20, dancing around, brought down about the 21 or 22 is number 5, Kayshawn Jackson. And Pat Ray was in on the tackle.
He's been everywhere tonight. Little man putting in some work.
So the ball is marked on the 18-yard line on the right hash. 10:27 to go in the game.
Again, if you're Oak Park, at this point you could say the game is definitely over. So at this point, you're strictly just playing for pride and trying to find a way to put on some points because again, they have not scored as of right now 7 quarters and they're on the verge.
To me, that's amazing.
Yeah, on the verge. They're on the verge of making it 8 right here.
Handoff up the middle.
As we say that,
there we go. Watch him run, and he's gone. Davian Prim just went 84 yards.
Yeah, somewhere around 80-ish yards, and that was just the play they've been running the whole night, just an inside zone, and finally they were able to break one here. And
he turned the corner and just found that extra gear.
Found that extra gear. You know, he read his blocks correctly, and then once he was in the clear, he just turned on that extra gear, and he was gone. So, again, as we were saying, you know, could Oak Park get on the board? There it is. Right there, so the scoring drought ends. Luckily for them, so they won't go out, you know, without any points. But
that is a morale booster. Amari Harris on for the extra point, and there are a couple people short on the PAT. Ball is down, kick is up, and the kick is no good.
He missed it.
He got the ball real high. So with 10:16 to go, it is now Lake Orion 31, Oak Park 6.
Go mobile with ONTV anytime. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube on your mobile devices. Connect with ONTV to see what's happening in our studio, see upcoming events, and watch ONTV programs in HD on demand. ONTV, working to bring Lake Orion to the world.
And I hope the world is enjoying what they're seeing tonight.
Yeah, definitely if you're a Lake Orion fan or you're on Lake Orion side, you're definitely enjoying tonight's game from them.
We will also remind you that the replays are for this game, which we haven't had replays tonight. So Jets Pizza, thank you very much for sponsoring the replays.
Looks like Lake Orion brought out their hands team. I heard Coach Blackstock saying down their hands team. And, yep.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
It looks like the Dragons covered it.
They almost didn't. It was sitting around about the 47, and there were two Lake Orion guys. It was between one of their feet, and they almost didn't get that. That would have been very, very bad for Lake Orion. Again, you're up 31-6, but you don't want to. Again, you don't want to give Oak Park more chances than they should get.
Looks like Brennan Jones hauled it in.
So now this is where all that clock eating has to come into play right here. It looks like Lake Orion's going to try to put this one away officially because it looks like they brung back in Kyler Carson as well as some other starters. And it looks like they put Kniper out wide to the right side or over to the near side.
Yeah, this is a formation we haven't seen before.
They gave it to Hastings.
Handoff up the middle to Hastings. He's over midfield into Oak Park territory. Gains about 7 on first down. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, so they got Kniper out wide, Carson in the backfield. So hopefully this is something that we get to see for most of the season. They did bring in Kniper as kind of that dual threat guy, someone that can run QB if he has to, and maybe could get some of his own packages as just a running QB type of guy.
Number 4, Owen Britt, is a slot receiver right side. Carson, hands off up the middle. First down, Dragons.
Hastings is doing a very good job carrying the
ball
tonight.
Yes.
Obviously, you got Muzan and Nardell, but Hastings, he could be a guy that we could potentially see get more playing time as this season progresses if he keeps running the way he is right now.
Muzan ran really well tonight, as did
Nardell, yeah.
Lardell.
Yeah.
So trips to the left, single wide right. Carson in the gun.
Get off to Ray.
Hands off to Ray. Cuts it upfield. He's got a first down. Look at the guy run.
Yeah, little man again. That's especially you got your big backs with Muzan, Lardell, and Hastings, and then you got little Patrick Gray over there who's just quick and shifty.
He's 5'10", 170. He's not a little guy.
Not a little guy, but compared to the rest of the guys that got there in the backfield, he's definitely a different type of body type than them.
We have a timeout taken by Oak Park with 8:36 to go. And the ball spotted on the 33-yard line. Be sure to tune in to replays of your favorite games right here on Orion Neighborhood Television. Tune in Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays at 7, Saturdays at 1 p.m. for the most current games in our lineup. Games are also replayed throughout the week, so check our program guide on our webpage at ONTV.org for replay times that best fit your viewing schedule. Also, visit our YouTube link for games on demand. www.ONTV.org. 8:36 to go. Dragons facing a 1st and 10 from the Oak Park 33. One thing about this limited seating, it's going to be a lot easier getting out of the press box.
Oh, yeah.
Tonight.
And a lot easier getting out of the parking lot
as well. And out of the parking lot.
Yep.
Dragons have trips right, single wide left. Carson on the keeper. He gets about 3. It'll be 3rd and 6. 3rd and 7, they're calling it.
Second down and 8.
Hastings remains at running back.
Jet sweep here.
Motion this side.
There you go.
First down. That was Dorian Hill on the run, and he showed some wheels.
Yeah, he was able to get to that edge quickly. Dorian Hill just really fast on his feet right there. He's only a sophomore. Dorian Hill has a lot of growing to do, but nice little run right there.
I'll tell you what, he showed some speed.
Yeah.
1st and 10 from the 19-yard line of Oak Park.
Jet sweep here to Kniper.
Kniper takes it.
Oh, wow, the ref threw a flag all the way to that play.
So we'll see what the call is.
Looks like it's on Lake Orion, I believe.
Sometimes you do that. You rate the officials on their arms.
Oh, yeah, he threw that all the way to the.
It's going to be a hold against Lake Orion. Some of them, especially the back judge.
Oh, yeah.
They can throw that
thing
30
that
yards
thing,
on the fly, sure.
This looked like it was a holding call right there, and Lake Orion's going to move him back. A little bit of a setback here, but.
And this has been, on the Orion side, a relatively penalty-free game. They've had a few, but not a lot.
Yeah, I think they had the PI early. I believe that was it.
Back, looks, throws, got a receiver out on the far side. Number 27, Jack Wellman, on the reception.
A little bit of a high throw right there from Carson, but still was able to get the ball there. So.
That was a high arcing throw.
He knew it too. He was looking towards Coach Fish on the sideline. He said, "Yeah, I knew it." He knew he had to get it more of on a line right there. But nonetheless, it brings up a manageable second down here, or more manageable than it was before.
So 2nd and long.
QB draw.
QB draw up the middle.
Oh.
Carson inside the 10. He's close to a first down. And the Dragons also brought in Coach Mike Powell. He is the dad of defensive coordinator Jeff Powell, and they brought him in to be a quarterback's coach. He had a lot of success over on the east side as a coach.
And that's not good. Kyler Carson down on the sideline. He took a blow, and he is down on the sideline.
Yeah.
He got up. He was tapping his head. So looks like Chelsea, our trainer, Chelsea.
Yeah, they'll watch her.
Yeah, so we'll keep an eye on that one. But right
now,
now,
Bruno comes back in. Hands off up the middle. Yeah. Down to the 5 and a first down by Pat Ray.
Hopefully Carson is okay, because obviously, that's not what you want to see late in the game. You're up by a lot. You don't want to see.
They'll put him in the protocol, and we'll see what his availability is for next week.
But if he is, if something is seriously wrong, again, they don't lose a lot having Bruno or Kniper in the game, as we've seen so far.
Bruno tossed back.
Hastings
inside the 5 to the 3 or the 2, depending where they mark him out at. He did not get in. Looks like they're going to mark him at the 1. The head linesman is marked at the 1.
Under just over 5 minutes to go here.
Pat Rowland comes in as a fullback. Handoff. Up the middle, touchdown, Lake Orion Dragons.
That was Hastings.
Brendan Hastings.
He's been running hard all day. Finally got the touchdown he needed. Simple run up the middle right there. And if the game wasn't over before, it's probably over now. The Dragons have been up 37-6, hopefully 38 if they're able to get the PAT right here.
Nick Navision, a 6'3", 320-pound offensive lineman, checks in. Ball is down. Kick is up by Witt, and the kick is good. 5:02 to go. The Dragons increase their lead to 38-6. During this sports season, Orion Neighborhood Television will be covering a large variety of games. Our sports coverage will include varsity football, volleyball, boys soccer, and more. Select games will be streamed live on dragonbroadcasting.org and will be replayed on our channel Comcast 10 and AT&T 99. Visit ONTV.org for our program schedule. And if you're enjoying what you see tonight, tell your friends. We'll be bringing more throughout the season. And again, as we alluded to in the pregame with what we call the new normal, yeah, we'd love to see stands packed with Dragon fans tonight, but we're in the new normal. So we're glad you're with us here, you know, to watch it either streamed or on ONTV. And the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Yeah, it looks like they had C.J. Whitten in there. It seems like as of late they've had him kind of doing the kicking duties as of right now. It's probably, you know, I'm assuming he probably told Coach, hey, Coach, I can do it. I can do it.
I can do it.
Yeah.
You know,
he got his BAT, so, you know.
But it's not as easy as it looks.
Yeah.
That's what we kept telling everybody. I said the kickers had it easy. Not as easy as it looked.
You would think that he'd be able to get, you know, the kickoff down, not the PATs, because, you know, you're just kicking off of the tee on the kickoff, but he booted that one out of bounds, hooked that one. But
so 1st and 10 for Oak Park, ball spotted on the 35. You go with a double wide, double slot, and an inside handoff to number 21, Skiuni Watson, and I hope I pronounced his first name right. He is a junior running back, so he'll be back next year. Got a yard at 2nd and 9. Double wide, double slot look for Oak Park. Drops, looks, throws.
There's another drop.
Dropped. Threw a little bit behind Corey Alford. And I kind of got a feeling that Burnley wishes he had that ball back. Because he was
had him open. Yeah, had him open.
He was wide open.
Yeah, just threw it behind him or whatever. So it's definitely not the best throw from Burnley right there, but still a catchable ball. But both guys had to fix something on that play.
So 3rd and 9. Inside handoff. Bounces off one tackle and dropped at the 40. Is number 26, Killian Reed, and it'll be 4th down and 6. And Oak Park's going to kick it away.
Gain of 3 yards. It's 4th down and 6 from the 39.
Cade Manzo drops deep and sets up about the 35-yard line. Drops back to the 30. And did they run out of, they did, they ran out of time. Delay a game against the offense. So that'll back them up 5, make it 4th and 11, and Cade can come up to the 30 and set up camp. .329 to go in the game. Dragons up by 32. High short kick. Cade's going to let it go, takes a Lake Orion bounce down to the 38-yard line, where the Dragons will take over 1st and 10.
We'll see who enters the ball game here, whether it be Bruno or Niper.
And don't forget, ONTV has just launched our brand new internet radio station. You can create your own podcast or radio show or sign up to become a DJ. For more information on the radio station, give us a call at 248-393-1060. It was my pleasure to be part of the OAA preview podcast with Sammy Taramina.
Oh, no.
High snap, fall on it. He did.
Definitely not the best way to start the drive right there. A little bit of high snap, but I feel like Kniper maybe could have grabbed that one. Probably just took his eyes off the ball real quick right there.
I think you're right. I think that's exactly what happened.
Yeah,
because it hit him in the fingers.
Yeah, it hit him in the hands. Because it hit him in the hands, it bounced up off of his hands. So just got to bring your eyes in on that one. At first, I kind of had that problem too when I played. It's just, everything's happening so quick in game time. You just don't want to make a mistake, but you miss the one thing, and that's the ball.
Kniper on the keeper, trying to cut it upfield. Gets about 5. He's up to the 31, and it'll be third down.
He's stopped by Gillespie. Third and 17.
So it's third down. Dragons come out, trips right, single wide left, single back in the backfield. Letting the clock run as long as they can. Toss. Good toss.
Look at Lardell.
Look at
him go.
Fight. Yeah. Keeps the legs churning. He's close to a first down. I think he's going to be about a yard short.
No, I believe it's actually 4th and 10 because they had the snap.
It's fourth down now. Oh, I'm sorry. It's 4th and 11.
Like
you're right. They had a loss.
It's like they're missing the punter.
Yeah, well, he'll let the clock run down a little more. Andy Bryant back to punt. Gets the ball away. Low kick.
Oh, get it! Oh.
Boy. I think the returner saw the Dragon defender coming down and took his eyes off the ball. The ball hit him in
right
the legs.
Yeah, and it looked like, I believe it was, can't see the exact number in the Lake Orion. I don't know if it's 16 or 18, but whoever it was, I'm not sure they knew that the ball hit the returner because they tackled the returner, but they didn't go after the ball. So missed opportunity. Granted, there's 58 seconds to go, so nothing would have came of the Dragons getting the ball besides maybe a kneel down. But
well, the scoreboard's acting a little goofy again, so we can't tell quite what we have in time or for timeouts.
Yeah, we'll see.
So Oak Park comes out double wide, double slot.
Looks like they got a new QB in the game right now. Can't see the number, though.
Yeah, that's number 7, Buana Miller. He's a junior wide receiver and quarterback. Try to get the Dragon changes. Nick Stewart is in at one of the linebacker positions. Number 25, Brett McCann, is playing a cornerback. We'll try to get them all in. Double wide, double slot, handoff. Nope, fake.
Miller.
And kept and dropped at the 40. He's got a first down. Miller on the keeper. Mario Gale, a junior defensive back, is in.
I think that's going to be it.
Number 25, Brett McCann, a cornerback, and we're counting down the final 5 seconds. The Dragons come away at their home opener with a 38-6 victory over the Oak Park Knights.
just a really good game from Lake Orion overall. They just put their foot on the gas pedal to start and never took it off. Just only let Oak Park score once, and that was on a 180-yard run.
Well, Oak Park is going to come, is going to come back from this. They will score some points this year.
Yeah. They got a lot of athletes on that other side, and they just got to get in the practice room, get in the film room, and just try to fix up anything that they can before next week.
Absolutely. Coach, congratulations on a great win tonight. Joe's got you on your...
Sure.
Coming in tonight, you thought there were a lot of questions with your team.
Yeah.
You liked your team.
Absolutely.
And I think your questions got answered tonight.
Yeah, I've said I love this team. What they've been through since March 13th and the up and down roller coaster, and how they have really hung together. And I think going through that has actually pulled them together. We were concerned about leadership going into this year because losing a great senior class last year with outstanding leaders. And our senior class during that whole stay-at-home order really led us, in our small group challenges that we had, and they've brought this team together and answered a lot of questions.
Kyler Carson took a shot tonight. Is he going to go into protocol?
I haven't talked to the trainers here since the game finished, so I'm not exactly sure where he's at. He was doing really well, when I left him there on the sideline and went back to trying to manage the game a little bit. So I think he's going to be all right, but I haven't talked to them yet.
All your quarterbacks played tonight. I think that was another goal you wanted to get. Absolutely. And you had a real good rotation at running back tonight.
Yeah, and we've known that that's probably going to be by committee until one of those guys just, flat out wins it. But we like the committee aspect of it too, because all those guys bring a little different strengths to the table. And same thing with the quarterbacks. I can't say enough about those three kids, Don Bruno and Kyler Carson and Andrew Knieper, handling probably a really tough situation for a 16, 17-year-old kid, and handling it just like champions of really rooting for each other and making the most of their opportunities. So they continue to make it tough on us as coaches.
Defense played well. Joey Theed had a lot of big plays tonight. Talk about your defense.
Yeah, for our defense to hold those guys to 6, I mean, you saw on the one touchdown the ability that they've got. When they get loose, they're gone. We can't match that speed. So we've just really got to play great team defense and have great run fits and work together to keep that ball corralled in. And they did that. Hats off to our defensive staff also, with Rick Powell and Brian Gannon and Troy Anderle and Jamie Witt of coming up with a really sound game plan, and then the kids executing it.
Yeah. It's on to Southfield A&T next week.
Always a battle with those guys. Usually goes to the last possession, and typically one of the big heavyweight physical fights that we have every year.
Congratulations on the win, Coach. We'll see you next week in Southfield.
Absolutely, can't wait.
Thanks.
Go Dragons.
Yeah. So that wraps it up from the field after, again, a 38-6 Dragon victory. For Kevin McCormick, Joe Johnson, Joey Tysick in the truck, I'm Doug Corliss. Thank you for watching. Good night, everyone.